I don't know what to do. I can't get over you. I guess you always have a part somewhere deep in my heart. It's just hard to hide. I can't get over you. I'm trying to lose myself in song, but the ties are much too strong. What am I gonna do? I can't get over you. It makes me feel so bad. Messing up the love we had. But one thing I know, I will always love you so. Love you so. Hey, oh baby, what am I to do about you, girl? I can't get over you.
So, when I need to grow my business, I use Fiverr. I found a design.
We in this thing, man.
Get 'em. This is your host, Junior the Truth.
78 Sports TV here. Black Fight Fan TV.
Your boy, Ticket TV.
SA Combat Sports.
Bloodbuster returns.
What's good, Fight Back? Master Tone.
K-Black Box. NBA.
Beverly Rose Boxing and Entertainment.
Kelly Enigma, Boxing and Sports Network.
It's your boy, Bloodbuster Sports TV.
Smoke City,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City, my
Dope.
Smoke City, Smoke City,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City, my
Dope.
Smoke City.
We right back in this bitch like we left our key.
Yeah, man.
Smoke City,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City, my
Dope.
Smoke City, Smoke City,
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City, my
Dope. Smoke City.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, family. Yes, indeed, family. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, family. Thank you. You are far too kind, far too kind. What's the goddamn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed the Smoke City MobCast presented by the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community, man. Thank you guys so much, man, so very much, man, for taking the time to tune in, man. Really, truly appreciate it, man. You have absolutely no idea, man. Shout out to the entire LDBC, man. Be sure to visit the website over at www.ldbcsports.com, man. www.ldbcsports.com. Create a profile while you're over there, man. It's absolutely 100% free. When I say free, I'm talking about it's free, man. It's absolutely of no charge to you. If you haven't done so at this time, man, download the LDBC mobile app, whether you team Apple or team Android, man. We do have a mobile app for you, and it's free 99. Salute to Kevin Dunbar, actually over on the LDBC mobile app, man. Really, truly appreciate you, man. Salute to you, Kevin Dunbar, man. I see you, family. Salute, man. He's standing alone over on the mobile app right now, but it's all good. There's other folks that'll be coming through shortly, man. Please believe that one, man. But we see you, family, and we definitely appreciate your undying support, man. Salute, man. Hey, man, family, salute, man. God almighty dog, man. God almighty dog. You understand what I'm saying? You clap that shit up. God almighty dog, man. Boy. My brother, stay ready in the building, man. Stay ready. What's good, family? You on mute? You on mute?
Damn,
your shit going in and out, boy. You going in and your shit going in and out like a robbery, boy. Can you hear us? Yeah, stay ready. Got something going on, man. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying, slide on over to my brother Stormy B, man. Stormy B, man, what's going on, brother?
Oh, man, it's all good. Happy New Year to you and the rest of the family out there, man. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, that's all good, man. It's all good, man. My brother Stormy B, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you, family. Hey, man, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good being able to see the year 2020. A lot of our brethren didn't make it to this point. So I know what the proper thing is and how to appreciate and celebrate that. I wanted to say that I just finished listening to 78's stream this evening, and you know what's so cool is like sometimes when the show come to an end, you be wanting it to continue, you know, and that's kind of how he left us this evening. So I want to just keep that same energy going forward. And I almost forgot this was Wednesday, so I happened to check my email. I saw the link. I was like, oh snap. Because I was going to do a dine and dish this evening, but I'll just push it back to later. But I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be here and excited for a new year and more fights on the horizon, you know, more contacts, more associations and affiliations. I'm just happy and ecstatic to be here, bro.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
Man, everybody can follow me right here on YouTube at the Stormy B Man channel. That's it. That's all I got going, but that's enough for me.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother, stay ready. I think you good. Stay ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good, man. My computer froze up. I'm over here clicking unmute. I'm like, what the hell going on? Wouldn't let me unmute myself. But I'm in this thing, man. Say, we didn't do a Smoke City last week, and I was looking forward to it because, man, I wanted to take a small time and I wanted to really show my appreciation to you. I know we family, but just that last push you did to get me over 1,000, man, I really appreciate it, man. And it's nothing but love on my end, no matter what. Just that right there, it really did something to me. It just showed me that I'm really appreciating everything I do, and I just appreciate you for even giving me that last push.
Man, what's understood needs no explanation, man. I'm not even gonna really go off into it, man. But you know, I will say this, man. Just your energy, just from the time that you decided that you was gonna come in the game making videos, man. Just your energy has always been A1. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I'm in my life, you know what I'm saying, as I've matured, I pay attention to energy. You understand what I'm saying? And then for you to have that right energy, and then when I actually popped up in your city, you understand what I'm saying? For you to drop everything and that energy to be the exact same, if not better, you understand what I'm saying? Just let me know that you really truly a stand-up dude. And anytime, you know what I'm saying, anytime I can be around me and it's all solid, no shake, man, you know, what's understood needs no explanation. I'm 10 toes. So we family, and you know, ain't no need even going off no further into that. But congratulations. I'm proud of you, and I'm expecting big shit out of you and the hard hitters.
Oh yeah, it's coming. I'm actually I'm editing the video for my Country Boy Kitchen. It's gonna go up today.
Yes, indeed.
Got some seafood nachos for y'all to look forward to, man.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to legendary Top Cat on that award, man. I appreciate you too, little bro. I really do. And y'all know where y'all can follow me at Stay Ready Boxing TV on all platforms, man. It don't nothing change. Spell it all the same, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast in the building. What's happening, family?
Hey, what's going on, Junior? How you doing today, man?
Man,
I just want to personally say, you know, salute to the whole LDBC, man. You know, I've been out here in the West Coast, you know, chilling with, you know, my nieces and nephews, man. And, you know, one thing that I learned is that, you know, your presence and your ability to love and show empathy, you know, makes a difference for the next generation, man. And, you know, I've been blessed, you know, to have that kind of relationships, you know what I mean? And, you know, hopefully in 2020, you know, we're going to have some big fights. And, you know, for me, I'm almost to 400 subscribers, though. So I really appreciate all the love and support I'm getting. And it's the time that we start making big things in 2020. No excuses. Coming in with a vengeance.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to hold you to it. You know, I'm going to hold you to it. You feel me? I'm going to hold you to that, man, because, hey, man, we got work to do. You understand what I'm saying? We got serious amounts of work to do, man. So ultimately, man, it is what it is. But let me move on, my brother. Legendary Top Cats in the building. What's up, family?
Oh, peace. What's up with it, cousin Joey?
Hey, man, it's all good. Happy 2020, my brother.
Yeah, man, happy 2020, goddamn, in a real way.
that goddamn Kodak Black, that tunnel vision, huh?
Hey, man, this that tunnel vision, man. This is a good year right here, man. Hey, we going to somebody island this year. You understand me, man? We going to somebody island this year, man. So it is a good year for me. I'm gonna tell all y'all fellas out there, man, that's thinking about bringing sand to the beach. Please reconsider, read some literature on the subject, goddamn. You understand me? Please do not make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? What that nigga read when they told him Debo was coming, Cuz Junior, and what that damn fool say? Well, shit, I'm just go keep mine in here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna talk mine. You ain't hear him talk mine.
Yeah, man. Hey, fellas, we got to make better decisions. It's 2020 now, goddamn. Now, you know, I already got the stamp. We going to somebody island, man. You understand me? They not going to have no clothes on out there. You understand me? Please don't just tuck yours in, goddamn. All right, turn up. What's up, Cuz Junior, goddamn?
Yeah, tell the people how they can follow you, family.
Oh, man, you can choose loser. You can stay confused. You want some cool boxing news? Fuck with the King Legendary Top Cat right here on motherfucking YouTube. Hey, man, congratulations to you, Cutting Junior, goddamn, man. Hey, Cutting Junior took home, and nigga came up there in a suit, goddamn, with a cigar. That nigga took home the goddamn best morning boxing show, goddamn, with the Punch Junkie, man. That nigga come through in the morning, and he put the motherfucking LDBC machine in motion, and he do it the right way, goddamn. Niggas be mad the damn show going off and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's real though, man. Congratulations.
Man, I appreciate it, family. I really, truly do, man. Genuinely, man. That means everything coming from you, man. I really, truly appreciate it, family. And I got my shirt too, man. I appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? It was all packaged up, all professionally. I don't know who the fuck you got to fold it. I know you ain't folded. You got some more up here.
But you know what I'm saying? I had Santa's little helper for the motherfucker.
Yeah, I know you did, nigga, because I know for a fact. I said I know this nigga here didn't fold this shit.
Woman folded this, goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn it, that shit folded professional. Ralph Lauren folded that motherfucker, and it had the thank you sticker on it. I said, boy, see, that's it. Country niggas appreciate shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Country niggas appreciate shit because I appreciate shit, man. But yes, indeed, man. So speaking of appreciating shit, man, I'm not finna even play no games with it, man. You feel me? I'm not even gonna play no games with it. Being a country nigga and us actually appreciate shit. You feel me? Let's get in here, man, and appreciate the family that's been fell through already. You feel me? I know y'all still continuing to come in, man, but we gonna go ahead and actually We're gonna do it this way, man. Let me start on the app. We got the homie Kevin Dunbar over on the mobile app. We got the homie Dark Truth over on the mobile app in the chat room, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We see you over there. What's going on, Omega Red? Dark Truth full of double duty. D McGee, what's happening? Windsor, Todd Wong, salute family. Eugene Williams, Winston Lee, the sister Shakita Dowling here, boy. Ooh, we so thick that everybody in the room is uncomfortable. You feel me? Marcus Johnson, Reef the Watcher in the building, the OG Ron Finkley in the building, Ancestral Rage, the homie Wookie Wook in the building. You feel me? Tone Bone, what's happening? Ronnie L. Brown, my OG St. Cruz and Corner Girl 66. What's going on, Corner Girl 66? How tall are you, Corner Girl 66? Girl, you look like you might be about 6 foot and stout. I'm asking for niggas that's trying to breed athletes. You feel me? Stormy B, what's going on? He pulling up the double duty, man. Let me see. Art 13, what's happening? Jeff the producer, what's good? Let me see. Joshua Ellis, Iceberg Nerd, the General 78 Sports TV in the building. Lawrence RBE, the homie Drew Titan in the building. Bronx on deck. The homie Curtis Anderson in the building too. He staged the city in on the Blue Blood Sports TV live show because Blue Blood Sports TV didn't send a motherfucking app. I wouldn't have showed up either, Kurt. These motherfuckers gonna have some respect in 2020. Blue Blood Sports didn't even send a link, man. What do you think you is, man? We staging the coup over there, man. And let me go over there again, and Kurt Sugar ain't on there, Blue Blood Sports TV. I'ma send the Jakes up in that motherfucker, man. Akeem the Great, what's good, family? HC Boxing, I see you. Let me see. I think it's Jay Good, the homie Jay Good, my family in the building. 89 TV, Southside Tone. You understand what I'm saying? Big Dose 513 in the building. Ohio definitely coming up in this thing, man. Thick. You feel me? We strictly representing Ohio. SJ Fish 101. He says, oh, wow. What you talking about, man? You talking about this? Hey, I came out to have a good time. You feel me? Happy New Year to everybody, man. Hey, that's all that's on my mind. I got my money and I got my whiskey. You know, the Cougars in the building, boy, they things start to tingling when they play that. That thing start to tingling, man, when they play that. So, man, let's go on ahead and get straight to it, man. So, we had, we had an epic week. We had an epic weekend in the sport of boxing with Gervonta Tank Davis and him and Mayweather Promotions and the PBC delivering the fight to the city of Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to start there, and I'm gonna go with my brother Stormy B, man. Give me your thoughts on that fight in the city of Atlanta before you really talk about the fight, but just the mere fact that the city got the fight. Give me your thoughts.
Well, in order for me to give my comment, you should have kept that song playing. I thought I was getting ready to watch another episode of A Man Called Hawk. That was the spinoff from Spencer for Hire back in the 80s. If for y'all young bloods, y'all don't know nothing about that. Yeah. But Hawk was one of the baddest black mans on TV, and he had a Colt 45. But anyway, in Atlanta, the last pick when I remember from Atlanta was when the heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield brought his title defense there after a fight with Tyson was on the table. It fell through to Tyson having an injury, and he fought Burt Cooper, and it turned out to be a exciting night at that time. And here this time we saw that the people came out in droves, which mean that they are ready to get behind our beloved sport and support it in only the way that we can. It was really a tremendous night, and the way that I know about it is because of how we've been speaking on it in the community and everything. But I noticed that old media didn't let that out the bag. So what our people need to do is look forward to doing some more promotions like that, where they can really get that support, where the box office is guaranteed and the money will be guaranteed for these fighters. They need to recognize where their bases are, because we're the only ones that don't really listen when the ears to the ground of what can happen with something like this. And you're talking about a little guy in Tank Davis who was able to come out and bring the people out to support him like that. Just imagine what some of our other brothers could do when they decide to do something like that and put it regionally where they could get that real love and support that they need and to show what their box office could be. Now, as far as the fight going in, I think that, you know, Tank being favored as he was and everything, he didn't disappoint as far as coming out victorious. I think that Gamboa gave a little bit more of an effort than people thought he might be able to do, especially in light of what we find out that he was kind of dealing with an injury and whatnot. I do believe that Tank took the fight a little easy because he thought he would be able to get the better of Gamboa, but he didn't expect the gentleman to be able to stand up to his power like he did. And it was a little bit of a disappointment that he moving up in weight, that he missed weight, you know, and it's a lesson. You know, we could look at it now as a lesson for him, but if it's something to be repeated in the future, I think it's going to say a lot about who he is at the essence. And I do believe I have an insight on what that is, but I like to hold my tongue until we see his next effort and his next time out. But I thought it was a good performance because he did close the door on the opponent. He didn't let him see that final bell, but I consider it like a B- performance for Tank Davis.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right, stay ready. Give it to me, man. ATL, shouty. Give it to me, man.
Man, that was a hell of an event. I'm glad they brought it back to the black community, having black fighters fight in front of their fan bases. That was a big thing to me. It's something we really needed because we needed to show our efforts, and they did. They showed that right there in Atlanta this past weekend, is that black fans will come out and support their fighters. And I believe we need more fights here in the South because the biggest population in the country of African Americans is right here in the South. I know we're sports out across the whole nation, but the biggest population is right here in the South. Houston alone, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, Memphis. We're all over the South. Great cities. We need to put more fights out here. Tank did his thing. Now, as far as the performance, like I said, I'm not going to criticize him because he moved up to 135. He still got to get acclimated to the weight, fighting with 5 pounds more on him. And he wasn't in shape. I actually truly believe that he took Gamboa for granted. Like he felt like he was just gonna go in there and just really just put it on him and get him up out of here. Because you see, he was landing flush shots. Like he was landing hard flush shots. He was trying to knock him out. Gamboa just wasn't trying to go nowhere. He ended up getting a knockout in the end of the round. I still don't know if his power moved up with him. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot for him to get him out there, get him up out of there. His overall performance, he dominated the fight, so I can't take nothing away from that performance. I give him an A-, a B+, you know, in that area. I said I was gonna watch it again, but I'm not gonna take nothing away from him still going in there and getting a knockout. We just wanted him to knock him out sooner, but he still, in the end, got the knockout. So I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, he's not ready for none of these fighters at 135 because yet we still, so many people on recency bias, and y'all forget that Lomachenko had problems with Luke Campbell and Pendraza, somebody that Tank knocked out. Tank knocked out Pendraza, and yet he took Pendraza 12 rounds. So, you know, like I said, we yet to see. I just want to see him get more acclimated to the weight, and I want to see how he does in his next fight.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My brother Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, man. Talk to me. Give me your thoughts on that ATL fight.
Well, first off, I wanted to say, you know, salute to Atlanta. You know, they put on a great event, you know, and they need to do more events down in, you know, particularly in the South, though, because, you know, Atlanta, you know, it's a great city, you know, great support from the black community there. And, you know, the people came in in droves to watch that event go down. And it was a great event. It lived up to expectations and, you know, they did a great job. Now, my analysis on the fight. You know, I was kind of disappointed that Tank missed weight by a pound. But a lot of other factors come into play there. But it's becoming more of a recurring pattern with with Tank Davis missing weight, and which really illustrates to me, and from my intellect standpoint, is that saying it's sometimes too sometimes can be a little bit lackadaisical from my viewpoint. And taking being in shape, you know what I mean? And sometimes I feel like Tank takes things for granted a bit. Now, what I think from the fight, I think sometimes I will say salute the Tank. He did what he had to do, and he got the knockout victory. And it took a little longer than expected, but you got the job done. But he basically made the fighter a bit hard on himself, because because what I noticed in the fight is that sometimes there are certain key moments in the fight where he would lose that one element of focus, and his opponent would land 3 or 4 consecutive shots at him with no response. And I'm standing in there like, dude, that's a dangerous that's a dangerous situation to get yourself into, because if you're going against a good power puncher like a Devin Haney or Lomachenko or something like that, that's you're putting yourself in great danger by doing that. But Gamboa, he came in there, he made in there, tough as nails, no excuses. Despite the fact that he was hurt in the fight, you know what I mean, he came in there, gained, and basically fought a good fight, until eventually he got knocked out in the end. But Tank's got to make sure that he stays active, though. That's the big thing I'm concerned with. Now, at the same time, Lomachenko had issues against Pedraza and against Campbell. And remember, Tank knocked out Pedraza. And so, it's 50-50 either way, but I'm still leaning towards Tank. My issue going to be for Tank down the line is stay active, and please do not lose your focus in the fight, bro. Because if you do that against some of these other fighters at 135, you're gonna get stretched, and I don't want to see that from him. I really don't.
But let me ask you a question. So you seem really monotone, and you on your best behavior. You're not cussing and fussing and all of that. Would that happen to be because your family's in the background? You over there with your mom and your nieces and nephews and all that stuff, bro? You over there acting like you got sense?
Yes, I am, and I gotta act like I have some sense. I got little kids to deal with here, so I cannot say what I really want to say. You know what I mean? So,
all right. Just wanted to make sure, man, you wasn't gonna be over there talking about your balls and stuff. All right, bro. Legendary Talkcast, man. Talk to me, man. What you give me your thoughts on ATL, man? Give me your thoughts on ATL.
ATL shot it, god damn. Man. Hey, what's call him damn fool last said, damn, what's his name, man? He's talking about them Georgia peaches. He said last week we was in Atlanta, they had them Georgia peaches. That's what he told us at the black honey black men.
Mm-hmm.
So man, ATL was a beautiful thing, man. I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing that I got out of it. I always say when the stars align, goddamn, and that's manifest destiny. You know what I'm saying? So we know Al Heyman fuck around over there in the hip hop industry, in the music industry. He already tapped into the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? One of his biggest artists down there is Future. You know what I'm saying? But he went down there, he made connections, he hooked up with Quality Control. You understand me, man? And they made it a movie. You feel me? And it catered to a fan base that wasn't necessarily a boxing fan base. You see what I'm saying? And he brought an entertainer down there, and somebody who they can relate to, which is Tank Davis. I don't feel like that shit would have had that same effect unless it was Tank Davis. Because Tank Davis had something else behind him other than Al Heyman and his connections. You know what I'm saying? He had Floyd Mayweather, the greatest fighter of this era, goddamn, and in the social media area. And then he hang around with Adrian Bronner. You feel me? Who then probably went and shot dice in every studio down there in Atlanta. Then probably threw money at every stripper out there. You feel me? And so it was a lot of other elements that came together with this shit here. You feel me? And man, that shit was a movie, man. The part that I really cut it for about that is for so long we've been hearing motherfuckers talk about black fighters don't sell, black fighters don't have no fan base. That's because when they market them off, they always trying to market black fighters to somebody else's fan base. You feel me? and they probably was doing the shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gotta pay a nigga what they really owe him. You feel me? But goddamn, when they took it down there and it was homegrown, you know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with nobody but the people. And man, they came out. I'm talking about the superstars came out, and everybody had a good time. Goddamn, Tank was electrifying in that motherfucker. Damn, boy felt the energy in the building. That nigga went on one leg. I'm talking about that was just the energy. Nigga Jack Reed stepped back. He said, man, fuck that shit, nigga. That nigga stepped back, nigga. And the place went crazy, goddamn. And nigga Gamboa went 12 rounds off of the energy of the people, man. I'm gonna tell you something. When we all come together, goddamn, when we together, we together. You feel me? And I'm glad Tank didn't knock him out in the second round. You feel me? I'm glad it went 12. He went on and got the job done. This is my thing, Cousin Junior. A lot of people out there criticizing that he knocked him out in the 12th. Goddamn, if you knock a nigga out in the first or 12th, it's gonna go on the record as a knockout. You understand me? So cut the bullshit. You feel me? Niggas be want something to say. Now Tank do deserve some criticism. This is why I'm not gonna go too hard on Tank though, because Tank Davis is different than any fighter in boxing right now. Tank Davis is different, have a different situation than everybody in boxing right now. That nigga's over there with Floyd Mayweather now. You feel me? That shit is different than anybody. Meaning it don't matter how Tank perform in his fight, he's still gonna get a motherfucking top fight next. You feel me? Tank not going out there. He only in meaningful fights. Why? Because Mayweather and them trying to make some money. They hustling. You feel me? We only going after the money fight. You feel me? Or a situation that's gonna benefit us. That's the only thing Tank gonna be in. These other niggas gotta go out here and look good to get a good fight and all that. Tank Davis situation is different. That's why I'm not gonna put too much on it. Now he showed up unprepared. He too comfortable over there in that system right there because he understands it like we understand. He ain't gotta fight nobody. Terrence Crawford motherfucking ass say he can goddamn me he can retire today and they gonna put him in the Hall of Fame. God, that nigga Terrence Crawford is absolutely correct. You understand me? Why I say that? Because Terrence Crawford is over there being pushed by the system. He is over there being pushed by the system. He being pushed by the same motherfuckers who gonna write the history and say that he a motherfucking Hall of Famer without fighting nobody. Turn up.
Yes, indeed. Hey, man. All right, man. So I'm gonna attack it from a different standpoint. I'm gonna say that salute to the city of Atlanta, man. It was beautiful people. And I've talked about it on my live streams. I've talked about it on social media. But thank you guys once again. You know, from me, thank you. Show me a hell of a time. This thing, man, came to fruition because of this shit is a testament to the LDBC, man. This shit is a testament to what it is that we do, what it is that we've been out here doing. You know, this is a testament to, you know, the vision of 78 Sports TV, the lineage of blood boxing, you know what I'm saying? The soldiering of Black Fight Fan TV, you know what I'm saying? And the push coming from all of the support. All of the supporters, everybody that consumes the content, everybody that creates content, all of us just scratching and searching to get in where we fit in to push this machine forward. This is a testament to all of our work, man, because the fact of the matter is, no matter how you slice it or dice it or look at it, shit moves as a result of the LDBC. This fight that going to Atlanta and having a Southern hub, I think might have been the exact verbiage that Black Fight Fan TV used. Having a Southern hub for the sport, calling for a fight in, you know, ATL, calling for fights in Texas and so on and so forth. These folks are listening. You understand what I'm saying? And they're acting, and they're making a killing, honestly. That ATL situation was out of control, man. You understand what I'm saying? I was so blessed to just be in the building, and I'm gonna tell you, family, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The fact of the matter is, I wasn't gonna go because of, you know what I'm saying, my feelings towards a fighter that I have admired, a fighter that I've supported throughout the duration of his career, a fighter that I still love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and play around with it. I still got love for Floyd, Money Mayweather, but just where he is right now in his life journey just don't line up to the code that I adhere by, and the man has to have a code. And so I wasn't gonna go to the fight. I was gonna sit it out just for the mere fact that I didn't want to put no money in Gucci Floyd's pocketbook. You feel me? I didn't want to put no money in it. So I wasn't gonna go. And then I had to sit down and I had to think about the whole landscape of it, man. And I had to get outside of myself for a second. And I just realized with this fight going to be in Atlanta, what Atlanta actually means to not just black fans in general, but what it means to us as the LDBC. I felt inclined to be there. Like I just had to be there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm down there, a few times a year. I have family down there, so on and so forth. So it was no, you know what I mean? It was no reason for me not to get there. It's drivable distance. I drove. I made my mind up last minute to go ahead and go, and break myself away from my family to go down there for that event. You know what I mean? Period. It was a no-brainer because, like I said, that is just too important to what it is that we do. And when I got down there and I got the opportunity to connect with people in the sport of boxing, I got the opportunity to connect with Uncle Sam Watson and I connected with Fred from Barbershop Conversations and some of the other brothers down there, man. And then I got the opportunity to connect with other, LDBC members. I got the opportunity to connect with John Gotti. I got an opportunity to connect with Deion Washington. Like I got an opportunity to connect with brothers, man. And that made my whole trip worth it because I understood what this thing means to us, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was sitting there and I'm in St. Cruz and you were in there. Your spirit was in there, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I was in there and I seen a dude come in there with his son. You understand what I'm saying? And he sat up there and he was up there because I was in the rafters. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't down on the floor. I was in the Junior the Truth t-shirt and I was in the rafters chilling. I wasn't down on the floor. I wasn't down there with T.I. and Tiny and Shaq and all of them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't down there. I was in the rafters chilling, clapping from the rafters. And a gentleman came in with his son, his young son. Son couldn't be no older than about 10. And he's sitting in there and he's watching. And I'm sitting there and he's talking to his son and he's explaining this and he's explaining that and so on and so forth. And I looked at it and I'm like, I was reminded of the OG St. Cruz and talking about going to the fights for his father because things have come full circle and they're starting to come back full circle because of the push from us, because of the work that we doing. These motherfuckers can go get your kids and take your kids to the fights, man. They're back in the cities, man. They're in Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? They're in Atlanta, in the Pack State Farms Arena, right across the street from the Peach Bowl. You feel me? I went to the Peach Bowl, then I left the Peach Bowl and went straight to the fight. Walking distance. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything was just incredible, man. And I'm down there and I'm wearing my LDBC shit and people like, man, what's the LDBC? And I'm telling them, then I'm like, look, check out this, check Trill, check this. And they like, what? Motherfuckers actually talk about all day, every day. This is what we do. All day, every day. This is what we do. And they were, and the people that don't know about us, and now they're starting to pull in and fill in, and they consuming content, and they looking, and they like, damn. I mean, it's just crazy, man. And that is a testament to the work that we have done, man, and what we are doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's not time for us to take a break or rest or no shit like that. But it is time for us to realize, man, that we holding, man, and they not fucking with what we got, and they not fucking with what we doing. You understand what I'm saying? And when we talk, shit moves. Shit moves, period. And man, I was just so excited, man, and so proud for that moment, man. I was so proud to be in the atmosphere, man. I was so proud to be able to just chop it up with folks and talk and move around the city the way I move around. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I was with my brother, but solo. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's incredible, man. And it's so funny. I'm gonna tell the story. I told the story on my live stream, but I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So my brother, my phone went dead, but it was in the middle of the undercard. I think it might have been Badu. Nah, I was before that. But anyway, so it was the one fight that we were excited about, man. The boy from Baltimore versus the boy from St. Louis, the boy that twisted his knee. Anyway, so my phone died. My brother went down to go get they got chargers. That they complimentary chargers. So he go to get a charger. So my brother is one of them dudes that he listens, but he don't be all in the comment sections and none of that. He be chilling. You understand what I'm saying? He's He does. He's a very busy man, so he listens. And so he was going down there. So he was talking to a brother who had on the LSU jersey, LSU hat, whatever. And he was like, yeah, so they were talking on the way. He was on the way back up. And so my brother was talking to dude, and dude was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I listen to this, boxing. I follow this boxing heavy. I come to fights when I can. I'm from Alabama, blah, 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 blah. I listen, pretty much all day. And so my brother says, oh, well, do you listen to the LDBC? And then the brother said, yeah, I listen to LDBC, man, all day, every day, man. I listen to this, I listen to that, blah, blah, blah. So my brother said, well, do you know Junior the Truth? And then the brother said, Junior the Truth? He said, Junior here? Junior here? Junior here? And then my brother like, yeah, he upstairs. I'm gonna take you to him right now here with me, blah, 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 blah. And so my brother come in, and where we was sitting in this little skybox area, and it was like behind a curtain. So my brother pulled the curtain back, and then the brother bust in with his LSU shit on, and it's Deion Washington. He like, man, what's up, bro? This Deion Washington. I said, oh, hell nah. I hug him like, man, what's up, bro? What's happening? We start chopping it up. We loud and obnoxious in the little skybox area, so we step outside. You feel me? And then we go out there and we start talking and we chopping it up and so on and so forth. And this boy, John Gotti, just happened to be walking by. He like, Junior, what's up, bro? Then we start chopping it up. Like, we taking pictures. We out there standing at the bar. We, you know what I'm saying? We having a blast, man, just chopping it. And that shit is all a testament because of this thing of ours. This is a testament to this thing that we have, man. This shit is real. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit is real. I can't even explain it no more. Like, it's just real. Don't think for 1 second that it's not real. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is real. And on the opposite end, you understand what I'm saying? On the opposite end, I was standing at the bar and I caught somebody looking at me. And I'm telling you, I got on my Junior the Truth t-shirt with my logo and my website on the back. And I catch somebody looking at me, and I'm just like, he look at me, then I look at him, his eyes kind of bucked, and he kind of looked away. And I listened to me. This dude that was looking at me, I felt the energy off of him. And it's one of these little motherfuckers that be on this internet talking silly. I know that probably was one of you little motherfuckers that be on this internet talking silly. And like I told you, when you see me in traffic, you ain't gonna say shit to me. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna say shit to me. You're not gonna say shit to Black Fight Fan TV. You're not gonna say shit to Talk Cash. You're not gonna say shit to Stay Ready. Like, you're not gonna say nothing to us, bro. You're gonna act like you don't know who we are, and you're gonna keep pimping. You feel me? Like, oh man, it was love. It was love. But anyway, I'm done talking. So Stormy, let me bring you back, man. Let me ask you this. So what do you think is next for Tank Davis, man? We seen him. He had the Gamboa fight, beat Gamboa. There's buzz about what he might do next. But what do you think is next for Tank, and what would you like to see him do?
What I like to see Tank do is to find discipline in his life. He's got to make certain he wants to be a professional fighter, and he wants to be the best wherever because right now, I don't believe that his attention is fully in on where it should be. And that's when he's getting in that ring. That's one of the reasons he missed weight. And for a guy that was moving up in weight to still miss weight, that's not something that you need to overlook easily. You should look more into that. As I saw him preparing in the dressing room, he had a room full of his cohorts, and it should have been a little more clandestine because you're in a situation. This is not a team sport. None of those people in there can help you do what you got to do, but you do have hired hands who can help and assist you throughout an entire 8 to 12 week training camp to remain focused and to remind you of what your game plan is, this, that, and the other. There are some killers swarming the seas around where he is now, and they would be chomping at the bit to get at him because of his name and the box office that he has proven that he can generate. He could be food anybody at 135 right now because of his lack of discipline and his lack of focus. However, all it takes is some real leadership to turn that around for him. It's obvious that it's not really there right now. I rule out Floyd Mayweather as anyone to do that for him because Floyd is only focused in on himself. Tank is very talented, but he's still unproven because a lot of the fighters that he has defeated up to this point have been men that he is supposed to beat or has been favored to beat, but he has yet to be in a 50-50 fight where going in, the other guy has equal opportunity to whoop him as he does the guy. That being smart, being the foundation of where you start to look at where he is, then you can put together what I'm trying to say here. If he doesn't get that act together, there will be someone who out there that can get a hold of him. But I don't think he's a lost cause. But the clock is ticking, and he needs more fighters that can contest and compete with him. He is a champion. You don't get to make any excuses. Hey, let's slow things down. No, he needs to step up. And the first place he could step up is in the gym, focusing, dialing in. Otherwise, you're looking at something similar that you saw happen to people like Zab Judah.
Wow. That's something. You said something there. He said the first place he can step up is actually in the gym. Wow. My brother, stay ready, man. Give it to me, man. Your thoughts on what's next for him and what would you like to see him do?
As far as Tank?
Yes, sir.
Honestly, I want to see him in a tough fight. I want to see him in the winner of Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. Hell, to be honest with you, if he take the lose, I wouldn't give a damn. But I want to see him face one of those guys. It's you're already the regular champion. I want to see you go after a major title. If you're gonna move up and grab one of these major titles. Quit getting these bullshit belts. Go get something of significance and fight somebody of significance. You know what I'm saying? I want him and Devin Haney to take out the division. And in the end, I want him and Devin Haney to meet in the end and fight for 135 supremacy. I don't want them to fight now. I know Devin Haney want that fight now. I'd love to get that fight now, but I want Devin Haney to handle Luke Campbell. I want Devin Haney to handle Javier Fortuna, whichever one of them win that fight. And in the end, I want them two to meet up for 135 supremacy, because that's going to tell us who's the baddest man in 135. Because I'm not like everybody. I believe Tank can beat Lomachenko. I believe Tank can beat Teofimo Lopez. And I know Devin Haney can beat them guys. But to me, I want to see them two meet up because it's out of them two who's going to be the best. And as of right now, I still think I thought Devin Haney could beat Tank before this fight. I still think he can beat Tank after this fight. This one fight didn't determine one or the other, but I'm really ready to see them to get it on so we can prove who's the best man in the division.
And just do away with all the foolishness. We can do away with all of the foolishness. My brother Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, who is not saying any swear words today, can you talk to me about, man, what you think is next for Tank Davis and what you would like to see?
Okay, number one, I'm being a very positive role model today, and I don't swear normally. So you need to cut it out, Junior. Okay. Now let me say this. Let me say this about what Tank needs to do. Okay. Here's what he's got to do. Okay. Number one, stay focused in the gym. Quit getting yourself overweight. Keep yourself in shape. Okay. That's the most important thing, because again, if you got to take yourself seriously and stop, getting yourself into trouble in these weigh-ins. It's driving me crazy. And I'm noticing a pattern with that with Tank Davis. Okay. Number two, I would love to see him in a tough fight because we have yet to see him, challenge, against a guy that could possibly beat him. Okay. To be honest with you, I would love to see him fight the winner between Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. That would be a really, really good fight because we know that Devin Haney wants his WBC belt back with Luke Campbell and against Javier Fortuna. Get all the belts. And then let's see who's his top man at 135. Because I think Tank can beat Teofimo Lopez. I think he could beat Lomachenko too. And I think he could possibly beat Luke Campbell. But he can't beat Devin Haney. Because I think Devin Haney smokes all of them guys, including Tank Davis. But I think that Tank Davis needs to stay focused in the gym, improve his craft, and please get a defense. Please do. Because I don't want to see you get hit with, with flush combinations. You know what I mean? Because if you're going against a guy with power, with some pop, it's gonna be night.
Yes, indeed. So let me bring everybody in, man, because I'm gonna open it up for the discussion. But I'm gonna say this: at the fight and during the whole event, Floyd Mayweather had a very funny energy. He had a very funny energy about himself. And there's obviously some sort of stuff, going on between him and Tank Davis and, all of that kind of stuff, whatever the case may be. Floyd was running around with his jaws tight, for lack of a better term. I got a funny feeling when it comes to their relationship, man. I'm not so certain how it's going to end, if it's going to end on a positive note or whatever the case may be. How do you guys see this Floyd and Tank Davis, Tank Davis and Mayweather Promotions? How do you guys see this thing ending, man? Y'all just jump in there. I'm not calling on any one person in particular.
Honestly,
I think. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't think it's going to end well, man. They've been going back and forth at each other's neck, shit, for how long now? From Mayweather putting Tank on the shelf before, from Tank messing with one of Mayweather daughters, or all the rumors, and I'm not saying none of that shit's true. I'm saying it's all rumors. But as far as Mayweather putting Tank on the shelf, he did that though. But all the little rumors on the back end about him, Tank messing with one of Mayweather's women and his daughter and all the extra stuff, I don't think it's gonna end well. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if after Floyd made enough money, he didn't set Tank up for failure, which is a possibility. We done seen promoters do that too. But it's all yet to be determined. I think Tank gonna end up being his own promoter in a minute. He is starting to bring up his own talent as well, and looking out for some of those guys in Baltimore, like Malik Hawkins.
Yes,
and I did talk to Darwin. I did talk to Darwin yesterday. I called him, and he said it's a patella ligament, and he's going to go to the doctor Friday, and he'll find out if he have to have surgery or not.
Okay, that's good. We'll keep us posted, bro.
I will. That really fuck with me too, because that's one of my partners, and to see him lose in that way,
yeah, that's rough. Go ahead, Stormy.
No, Max said exactly what I was going to say about the premise of if there are unsettled waters between he and Floyd would take advantage of that by cashing him out, and meaning that he would put him in with someone, opponent, where he could get maximum money off of it for himself, meaning Floyd, because it would be something crushing for Tank, especially if it's someone that Tank is not prepared for. And knowing how Floyd moves, that definitely seems like something that could be in the cards, which is why I said if this young man were to buckle down and focus in, it wouldn't take much to point him in that direction. But I do believe Floyd is a part of allowing all this distraction to come into his life too, because that's a form of control and manipulation. Don King was a master of that when he was using it on a young Mike Tyson. So it's like these are the type of things that if there are brothers in the community around him who have associations with him or whatever, they can kind of talk to him behind the scenes and let him know, hey man, at the end of the day, you're going to have to watch your own behind. And that is what is going to have to be conveyed to him, hopefully before he's put in a situation. But he can begin the process, as I said in my last comment, by focusing in the gym and going about his work. His friends and everything, they're going to be there because he can be successful. Imagine a fully focused, dialed in Tank. That matches up with the talent that he has, but that hasn't been what he has put on display. And he's been getting by with it because of the competition he's been in with. But you're at another level now, and you're at a weight class where there are more than enough opponents who can bring it. So it's like it's time to put the big boy pants on and do away with childish things.
Mm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And before we get out of here, I want to hear you guys cook on this, man. So Anthony Joshua, man, he comes out and he makes these statements about being ready to fight Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, how Wilder can't beat him, so on and so forth. Man, just give me your thoughts on that.
My nigga, he went 12 rounds with Joseph Parker and Andy Ruiz. Like, seriously? Nigga, you got dropped by Andy Ruiz, who don't even got the power of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder got a longer reach than you. So what are you going? You said he's going to take the fight to him. Who in their right mind believe that shit? Anybody in the chat, on this panel, on the app believe that Anthony Joshua is going to take the fight?
I'll give you one simple answer.
He's
Never.
smoking. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, bro. Bro, hey, listen, we've been discussing about this AJ thing for almost 2 years. Listen, it's pretty much common knowledge at this point. AJ doesn't want to smoke. I mean, listen. You can't even believe a word that comes out of his mouth because it's just so coherent. Like, he's not even genuine with anything he says. Okay, Joshua doesn't want to smoke with Wilder. End of discussion.
Man, the unfortunate thing about all of this is that I don't know, man. This is what they bred. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they bred this dude on. This is what he was bred. This is how he came into his prominence. This is how he's gained the majority of his popularity, is by somehow attaching his name to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder without actually having to fight Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And I'm not even gonna talk about it, man, because it's not really anything to talk about, man. We know for a fact 100% that Anthony Joshua does not want that fight now. He didn't want that fight in the past, and I don't see him wanting that fight anytime in the future, man. This is just a play because Wilder has his fight coming up versus Tyson Fury, and this is what they always do. So they run that mess out there again in order to make AJ seem as if he wants to smoke. You understand what I'm saying? And to attach his name to what's going on over there. And, that's just pretty much it. Salute to the homie Chuka Fantastic in the super chat, man. We've just been going and going and going, and I probably didn't. Salute to you, family. I appreciate you. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody else. Okay. Yep, we are good to go, man. But I'm not going, man. Nobody's going for that. We don't believe you, bro. We don't believe you, AJ. We don't believe you. You need more people. You feel me? We don't believe you. You need more people.
We in this thing, man. Get them.
Hey, man, salute, family. Salute to everybody tuning in to the live stream via YouTube as well as the LDBC mobile app, man. Really, truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. This has been the Smoke City MobCast, man, presented by the LDBC. I am indeed Junior the Truth, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, be sure to catch us Wednesdays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. This is Junior the Truth signing off, and never mind who you thought we were. It's the LDBC.
Smoke City.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City Mob.
Smoke City. We right back in this bitch like we left our key.
Smoke City.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Smoke City Mob. Smoke City. Smoke City MobCast.
Smoke City.